Well, it's me. I'm just gonna go ahead and not talk about last week's card, which didn't even end up having a main event. Um, I will say I went 2-7 because I'm not gonna hide from that. I did abysmal, but like, who cares? The card sucked. We all took an L watching it. I didn't even watch it. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I did not watch a single fight on that card. But yeah, I went 2-7. Almost went 3-6, but changed my pick in the middle. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to comment on anything. Moving on. This week, pay-per-view of one of, if not my favorite fighter in the UFC. I'm actually a big Sean O'Malley fan. I am the ultra-rare, genuine fan of Sean O'Malley, who did not get into the sport like this year and or last year. I've liked Sean O'Malley forever. I defended him when Cheeto got lucky and fucking hit his stupid nerve. I've been saying Sean was undefeated the whole time. I distinctively remember trying to rizz somebody up by showing her Sean O'Malley versus Pedro Munoz, and if you know anything about anything, then you should be laughing when you heard that. But so yeah, he's getting his entirely undeserved rematch against Merab, given Merab kind of walked the floor with him last time. But, it is what it is. The UFC wants Sean O'Malley to be a champion so that when they negotiate their streaming deal with Netflix later in the year, they can go look at, we got Dricus, we got Ilya, we've got Sean, look at all these champion stars that we have. But yeah, this card, there's a lot of fighters whose names I'm not confident that I can pronounce. So with that, we're going to get into the first one of, I didn't even know this fight wasn't even on the ESPN when I first did my research, but Markel Mederos versus Mark Choinski. Honestly, I don't know. This is kind of me doing quote unquote research right now live because I actually have no clue. I didn't know that this fight was happening until right now when I opened this up. Probably gonna go Mederos, just because he has ever so slightly more experience. He has 3 more professional fights. He does have a loss, but who did he lose to? Let me see. Probably a no-name person. Oh yeah, this is the guy who just beat Austin Hubbard a couple months ago. Yes, I do remember you, Mederos. I do remember you. So yeah, I don't know. I'll just pick him, and who gives a shit about the first early prelim, right? Moving on to the first fight that I actually was aware of. Quilland Salkilld versus Yanal Ashmouz. At the time of recording, Salkilld is minus 600. This Quilland guy, 3 KOs, 3 submissions. Funny enough, Yanal or Yanal, whatever the fuck, he has 4 KOs, 2 submissions. So they both have exactly 6 finishes, which I think is funny. I think Yanal has only lost to Chris Duncan, which is significant given Chris Duncan is actually pretty good. Salkilld has lost to, I'll find the person's name, but it's not going to make a difference, Pablo Torrealba. It was his first fight. He started his pro career defeated. But yeah, minus 600. I'm not that dumb. I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not going to side against that. Moving on to the next fight, the exact same thing. Jerka Saragih versus Ju Song Yu. Ju Song Yu is minus 575 favorite. Why would I pick against that? And he's a little Asian boy. So, this card is going to be absurdly easy for a lot of it, just like that one. Which one was it? Gilbert Burns versus Michael Morales, because most of these fighters are insane favorites, and if they're not, then I have bias. But yeah, moving on past that to Araine da Silva versus Wang Kong. Wang Kong or Wong Kong, whatever the frog. I'm sick of these Asian. I'm sick of all these foreign. I need to do better maybe I need to like sit down and practice name pronunciation or something. But I'm a little white boy in America, so I don't need to learn how to pronounce nobody's name. But anyway, Wang Cong, she got memed on, right? Like she comes out, she has her little like Joker makeup and shit that she does for the weigh-ins, and she got memed on. She got beat by. Am I even thinking of the right person? Yeah, no, I have to be. It has to be. Yeah. She got head kick subbed by whoever, Gabriela Fernandez. Yep, that's exactly who it was. But yeah, no, she is good. She's really, really fast. She's pretty technical, a little crisp. She's 33 though, is a little that's kind of insane. I thought she would have been younger, given she's only 7-1. But you know, whatever. Yeah, minus 600. She's actually good. Yeah, she's a meme because she was super confident in herself and lost. Rest in peace, any female that makes that mistake. No, to be fair, it goes both ways. I can't act like that's like a sexist thing. But, yeah, rip people who have confidence in themselves and then lose. Because Wang Cong, you're never going to not be a meme. The Joker bitch got head kicks up. Moving on to Khaos Williams versus, this used to be Euros Medic, which I was going to say a fun stat about him that he had never been to decision. But now it's Andreas Gustafsson. And I'm gonna pick Khaos Williams. I was gonna pick Khaos Williams anyway, but nowadays, you know, it's short notice for Gustafsson. I think Khaos Williams is better anyway than good old Gus over here. Khaos Williams hits really hard. He has never been knocked out, I believe. Yeah, he's never been knocked out. Yeah, he's younger. He's got longer reach. You know, I'd pick Khaos Williams if this fight was scheduled the whole time, but it's short notice for Gus. So, moving on, Serghei Spivac versus Waldo Cortes-acosta. Man, isn't heavyweight exciting? Yeah, I'm gonna pick Serghei Spivac for this because Waldo Cortes-acosta isn't good. He beat Despain, he beat Ryan Spann, he beat Andrei Arlovsky, right? Like his run that he's on right now, like I get it, he's 13-1. That one was to Marcus Rodrigo de Lima, right? Or Ribeiro, whatever the fuck. I know this guy. You know this guy too. He lost to that bald fucking blob, right? And that's the only time he's lost, but also he won against a fucking 40-something-year-old Andrei Arlovsky. He beat Despain, and he beat Ryan Spann, who is literally a light heavyweight. He also took Andrei Arlovsky and Despain both to decision. Let me just point that out. So Waldo Cortes-acosta, as much as the UFC would like to push him or like act like we have any young blood, he's also 33 to Serghei Spivac's 30, by the way, even though Waldo Cortes-acosta just debuted not that long ago. He is the older fighter. Yeah, Serghei is just better. Serghei Spivac does have grappling, which is going to 100% nullify anything that Waldo Cortes-acosta wants to do. I can almost guarantee it. He's not going to knock him out. Like, I don't know. I just see this is going to be a boring fight. Serghei Spivac is probably going to lay on Waldo Cortes-acosta for 15 minutes with 3 1-minute breaks in between, or 2 1-minute breaks in between. But yeah, garbage. Serghei Spivac probably going to get that dub. Moving on to Azzamat Murzakanov versus Brendson Ribeiro. I would like to make it known that when I was making notes for this video last week, what's his name? Murzakanov was only minus 320. I have it written down. And I said, surprise he isn't higher than minus 320. He's about to eat. Now, at the time of recording this, he is minus 600. Okay? And that's all I have to say. So that's who I'm going to pick. I'm not that dumb as to pick somebody other than the minus 600 favorite. Moving on to Bruno Silva versus Joshua Van. Another case of it's Joshua Van. Why would I pick? He's minus 700 favorite. Why would I pick anybody other than him? thank you, the MMA gods, for letting me rebound for free by giving me this easy give me card. All of these prelims I didn't even have to really look at. It's just, oh well, this guy's gonna win because, and then this guy's gonna win because. Moving on though, start of the main card. We've got, I can already see a lot of odds flipping on here also. First fight, Vicente Luque versus Kevin Holland. Obviously, I'm going with Kevin Holland. Vicente Luque did have a little bit of y'all must have forgot against Gorimbo, but also who is Gorimbo? You know what I'm saying? He lost to Joaquin Buckley. He lost to Jeff Neo, Bilal Muhammad. He lost to I guess that's it. I mean, he lost to Stephen Thompson, but yeah, he hasn't. It's not like he's on a terrible losing streak. But you know, Vicente Luque is probably cooked. He's 33 years old. Kevin Holland is only 32. Oh, you're 32 years old. Witness me literally fuck up right there. But we all know it. We all know the lore. Kevin Holland is an unstoppable welterweight, but for some reason he chooses to fight at middleweight all the time because he likes making weight by having sex and eating steaks. Whatever. Not funny. Not cool. I like Kevin Holland a lot, but that's stupid. Stop fighting at middleweight, you goddamn fool. But yeah, so Kevin Holland, that's my pick. He's minus 270. Not that matters too much because Vicente Luque definitely could just have this quick W. But yeah, Kevin Holland winning for certain. Welterweight Kevin Holland could have been champion. The welterweight Kevin Holland beats Leon Edwards, obviously, I think. So, yeah. Moving on. Mario Bautista versus Patchy Mix. So this one, I want to point something out. Mario Bautista was kind of a significant favorite favorite for the whole time that I've been looking at this fight, and I kept saying I don't understand how Patchy Mix is the underdog. And then I almost guarantee, purely because of Mario Bautista hate and people wanting to see him get chinned, Patchy Mix is now the favorite. So another favorite pick in a row for me, because obviously I'm going with Patchy Mix. I hate this sport killer, this Jose Aldo ruiner, Mario Bautista. And yeah, I don't know. I hope we can finally get a good case of what do you call it, like Bellator luck, you know, like these people that come in from Bellator or PFL or One or whatever that just do way better than they should. Hopefully that will come in handy this time, because and Patchy Mix will just retire Mario Bautista and we won't ever have to deal with him again. Moving on to Joe Pyfer versus Kelvin Gastelum. I really can't believe that they rebooked this fight, honestly. You know, it's mean. Are they really giving Joe Pyfer purple shorts? Whatever, man. That's insane. But yeah, Joe Pyfer slaughters. Obviously, there's literally not a method to victory for a path to victory for Kelvin Gastelum. Kelvin Gastelum is a welterweight who is too lazy to be an effective welterweight. Yeah, I don't know. He just he's similar to Kevin Holland, keeps fighting at middleweight, but he stayed at middleweight and has his YouTube channel where he gets fat for views. But yeah, I don't know. Joe Pyfer, obviously. Joe Pyfer. Joe Pyfer did get fraud checked, but he's not getting fraud checked by Kelvin Gastelum. This is the easiest bounce back performance ever. Moving on to the first title fight of the night, Juliana Pena versus Kayla Harrison. Kayla Harrison is a minus 900 favorite. Now, here's the thing that kind of spooks me about that, okay? We don't know how good Kayla Harrison is still, right? Okay, yes, she beat Aspen Ladd, she beat Holly Holm, she beat Ketlen Vieira, okay? You know what I mean? Ketlen Vieira is she's trading wins and losses. You know what I mean? Holly Holm is done. Aspen Ladd is done. You know what I mean? Juliana Pena, for as much as everybody hates her and as stupid and annoying and terrible and dumb and just ugly she is, she has a win over Amanda Nunes. I know that it was a fluke. I know that that's garbage. I know that it's stupid. But she does have a win. I guess, but she did lose to Raquel Pennington, right? She literally robbed Pennington. She shouldn't even be champion right now. But yeah, whatever. I don't know. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Mark my words, okay? I'm going to pick Kayla Harrison because I'm a sheep, and I don't want to pick against minus 900. Okay, even though my banner or whatever on YouTube is my betting slip for picking Sean Strickland over Adesanya. I am going to say I am super, super, super nervous about this Kayla Harrison pick. And the minus, like, really specifically because of the minus 900. If this was any closer, I would just pick Kayla Harrison and it would be done. But the minus 900, this seems like, you know what I mean? Like, it's leading in for us to all have this crazy... I don't mean to put my tinfoil hat on right now, but it just seems like it's leading into this huge, like, oh my God, are you serious? Juliana Pena just won? And it's like, well, yeah, Kayla Harrison's 34 and she fucking... You know what I mean? Like, she hasn't even really beaten anybody. But, okay, whatever. I'm going to pick Kayla Harrison. Hopefully Kayla Harrison wins and I don't look like a fool. Moving on to this main event, Merab Dvalishvili versus Sugar Sean O'Malley. All right, here's the thing. My Sean O'Malley shirt just got here a couple days ago. I'm picking Sean O'Malley. I don't care. I can't pick anybody else other than Sean O'Malley. It has to. I'm not gonna guru max or like go into like weasel score things. But oh, this was a late hit here and a hard. Here's what I'm gonna say. Umnar, Mumnar, Bubnar, he deteriorated as the fight went on, right? He started off real good, 1 and 2, and now you can say, oh, he broke his hand the second the fight started. Probably not, right? But 1 and 2, he had really good rounds, right? And it was clear that he was better than Merab at wrestling, right? But he gassed. By round 5, he was literally getting like spanked and absolutely humiliated, you know? Sean won round 5. Nobody is going to at me about that. That is just the fact of the matter. Sean O'Malley won round 5 against Merab. He took the 5th round. He is the person, the only one who has comparable cardio to Merab. Merab has wilted everybody. Everybody stops coming forward to like against Merab except for Sean. Everybody gets demoralized and gives up and stops caring except for Sean. I genuinely I know that I'm coping, right? But if you like, I don't know. I really just hopefully the lights were too bright. They made UFC Noche around Sean O'Malley. He didn't deserve it. They shouldn't have. It was this whole, like... I don't know. Okay, when he fought Aljo, he was playing with house money. That's how I feel. When he beat Jan, when he beat Aljo, he was playing with house money. Nobody wanted him to win. He wasn't supposed to win. He didn't really get fans like that. Like at least, especially from like the MMA fan base. He didn't get support until after the Cheeto fight. Not even before. Like, everybody was pissed that he was going to fight Cheeto. But after the Cheeto fight, everybody was like, oh my God, he's actually one of the best strikers ever. He just made Cheeto look like a toddler, you know? So then going into UFC Noche, they do this whole Sphere card. Dana keeps talking about how, this is a once-in-a-lifetime. They're never going back. This is going to put every event at the Sphere to shame. It's going to be blah, 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 blah. Hyping it up the most he could possibly hype it up. And then he chooses Sean O'Malley to headline it. He doesn't choose Merab to headline it. He chooses Sean O'Malley to headline it, right? If they could have, they would have done Sean versus Sean versus fucking Ryan Garcia at the Sphere. You know what I mean? They don't want Merab in there. It was Sean. It was Sean's night. You can tell even by the promotion right now, like, the UFC is too on Sean's balls. It's like a Darren Till situation. They have too much faith in him. It's weird. Not saying that, whatever, that, blah, 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 you got to baby him or anything. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I can understand how pressure would get to a person, and I would understand how he would let it get to his head. I can see how he would think he's invincible, blah, 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 blah. All that to say, he quit social media, he quit gooning, he quit smoking weed. Allegedly, he's taking it a lot more seriously, which that's another thing. Before it was a character. That it has always been a character. He wasn't Sean O'Malley. If you were a fan of him back in the day, he was a stoner, obviously, but he played it up on purpose. You know what I mean? He was really, really, really smart and really, really good at fighting. But he would post these videos of him. He literally said he would roll a joint, take a video of him hitting it, and then immediately put it out or throw it away. He wanted people to think that he smoked way more than he did. So then I can also see how becoming champion, he actually, he's hanging out with the Nelk boys and blah, blah, blah. He actually is drinking and smoking and partying, and, he's like, I can do all that. And then, doesn't take the fight as seriously, and he gets robbed. All that to say, I'm picking Sean. I really, 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 really hope Sean can pull it out. But if he doesn't, I'm fine with being wrong for my boy. That's another part of the being the fan and trying to ride with my fighters is I'm a fan, and if I'm wrong because I wanted to support Sean O'Malley, then that's fine with me. You know what I'm saying? But fuck, man, I really just don't want Merab as champion anymore. If Sean, can we just quick next week have Merab defended against somebody else? Because I'm sick of it. But yeah, I don't know. Those are my picks. I did, for a fun little experiment, every fight that is over plus 400, or not plus 400, minus 400. So there's 7 of those on this card. So if you took Joshua Van, Azzamat, Murzakanov, Wang, Cong, Ju Sang Yu, quilland, salkilld, Kayla Harrison, and Joe Pfeiffer, and all put them straight money line on a parlay, that would be plus 227. So that, again, to anybody who may not know what betting terms are, if you bet $100, you would make back $227 plus your $100. That would be $327. If you bet $10 on it, you would make $22 back or whatever, $22.70 realistically, but $22 back, so that would be $32. But yeah, it's almost a free money glitch. You don't have to have all 7 of them. If you wanted to remove, I don't know, you weren't sure Joe Pfeiffer was gonna win. Let's remove that one. That's 162. You aren't sure quilland salkild's gonna win either. That's plus 117. So yeah, just I don't know. I can't really ground how I want to format this yet. I am getting more comfortable with the idea of sitting here, propping open my computer and yapping, which that's the most important part, I would say. I'm gonna stay, every week with these predictions, and yeah, that's it for this one. I don't know.